Alright, Lantis, so today over on Bleach Soul Resonance, right now we have access to the new event, the Icy Soul Crimson Lotus, of course, featuring SSR Toshiro. And with that, there are 3 particular quests: the event interlude, the event daily, and also, most importantly, the limited time challenge where you can go up against Gin. And right now, this particular game mode does want you to, in total, get 70,000 points. With that, you are going to get a bunch of extra rewards, including Spirit Jades. Most importantly, though, for me at least, Stamp Nexus items, because they are relatively rare, and they are used to evolve your stamp sets all the way to 6-star. Now, we already spoke about it in a previous video, but the way this event does work is that you are going to get these challenge coins, and with these challenge coins, you are going to unlock effects that is going to make the quest itself harder. You're going to begin a more difficult boss fight, and with that, you are going to get more points. Again, right now, the goal for everyone should be 70,000. And you can get these coins by doing missions right now. So, for example, the few that I have done is just cleared the daily quest 6 times, logged in for the last 2 days, and also specific ones where they want to use these particular buffs. So if you haven't already done those 2 challenges in particular, that's basically 4 challenge coins that you can get. Just click on the special effect. It will tell you exactly what you need. If you have them unlocked, when you click on the tick button, it will automatically select those options. And then for the other one that we did do, they also do give Spirit Jades. You want to get these particular buffs. So if you do those 2 challenges and you buy some of the ones listed here, for example, you'll be getting more points. And as you do reach new milestones, 15,000, 20,000, 25, 30,000, etc., you are going to unlock more challenge coins, where if you follow this exact build right now, at least with the amount of challenge coins that I've gotten on day number 2, again, day number 3 onwards, you are going to get more. You can currently get 70,000 score, which for me right now is 73,000 in particular. So for those that are wondering what builds we have gone with here, on the normal page, we are just basically unlocking all the effects at the bottom. You do need to buy the previous one, though. Keep that in mind. You are basically building up the effect here. So this one is going to increase Gin's attack by 40%. It, of course, does get a bit more difficult, so keep that in mind. But I pretty much bought all these buffs right here besides these 2, which I will be able to buy tomorrow. Ideally, once the event is near its end, and you're trying to get the most amount of points possible for the ranking system, you do want to pretty much have all these unlocked. The bottom ones at the very least. Likewise, when it comes to the advanced section, long term, near the end of the event, you probably want to have all of them active at a single point. But if you are wondering what ones we've gone with, we have this one right here that stops us from using strike characters. Right now, we are using a splash team, so no worries about that. We have this one that stops us from using frost characters. This one sets the stage limit to just above 2 minutes, which is pretty much the time that we do need. This one makes it so the Gin difficulty level is set to 80. That's going to be one of the more difficult ones, but it does offer a large amount of points at 90%. This Gin phase does offer a second stage skill. Basically gives them a second phase for the most part. This one here in particular gives us 30% more points, but with that, our dodge energy restoring rate is reduced by 30%, and it's also going to take a lot longer for us to get a perfect dodge. This one makes it so Gin has bleed on his attacks, which is, you know, not too big of a deal. For the most part, the idea is that we aren't going to take any damage. Likewise to this one, a very good buff to pick up, 25% more points, but you can't heal anymore. For the most part, right now, we don't care about healing. And then this one gives Gin 30% more damage to Soribas. So all these buffs combined, we have 13 normal, 9 advanced, 19,000 times 385%. In total, we're getting 73,000 score. Now, whether you're able to beat this really depends on how far you have progressed in the game. If you are already level 50, you should be able to get level 70 characters. And depending on how much you've invested into your team, it could be easy, it could be difficult, but you do have 2 weeks to do this event. So if you can't do it right now on day number 2 for the event, likely you are going to be able to do it near the end of the event. So most people watching this, even if you just started the game today, maybe last week, not necessarily on day 1, you should be fine. But just to quickly go through the build that we are using here with Ichigo. So firstly, my weapon stamp is including Ichigo's weapon at level 70. For the skills, they're all level 7, perfectly maxed out level 2 passives. I do not have any duplicates into Ichigo. If you do, that's going to be even better. And then when it comes to the stamps, my stamp in slot 1 is offering 18% more attack, a bit extra crit rate, ultimate charge. My second stamp is giving crit rate, more crit rate, attack, and also crit damage. And then my third one, which isn't the ideal slot for Ichigo, is offering attack. Keep in mind, though, my second slot stamp is actually giving us a little bit extra damage because I have actually 6-starred it at level 30. Now, for the core stamp, you can go 2 different routes. In my case, I do have the Getuka Tangle, his dedicated core stamp. Really good, of course, when you do Holofy. If you don't have that, definitely use this. There's actually debates right now whether this one's actually better than Ichigo's core stamp. Definitely worth working on if you don't have it Getsuga Tango. But this overall increases your special attack, which is ideal for Ichigo because he's always spamming his special attacks. And then I guess for Byakuya, real quick, going for him, he does have his weapon at level 70. These are his skill levels. Boundary, no dupes whatsoever. He does have his weapon stamp. It's at level 1 though. I've not really worked much on Byakuya. And he pretty much just has a decent set. Nothing super crazy. Basically all level 10. Kisuke is pretty much the same, level 70. Weapon stamp. Skills, level 6. Not really maxed level right now. He does have one duplicate, but that makes no difference. And then for his stamp, again, I just have the basic stuff on him at level 10. Nothing super crazy when it comes to Kisuke. And then for his core stamp, I just have this one on. So when he does use ultimate, we get 6% more attack. I pretty much just put the bare minimum on for Kisuke and also Byakuya. Most of the focus here is in regards to Ichigo and, of course, his power level. So with that said, let's go ahead and jump into the quest and see if we are able to beat it now with all these extra modifiers, increasing Gin's damage, decreasing our damage. There's a bunch of stuff going on, but we should get 73,000 score. Remember, your clear time in this does not matter. It does not matter. What matters, well, to be fair, the clear time does matter, but that's only if you are in a tie with other people that have the exact same score. Then in that case, the clear time is going to be the deciding factor on who it gets placed above, for example. But right now, for the time being, where everyone hasn't got all the challenge coins, 73,000 should put me in the top 10. So we're just going to do the standard build here. Not really the greatest rotations on my behalf, I will be honest. We're going to make sure Kisuke keeps his stacks, his attack boost, and then we're just going to use Ichigo, use our special attack when we can. And occasionally Gin is going to do something like this. I don't know if it pauses the timer, but you have to tap the counter button pretty fast. But it is good for us to get that free attack in and lower his spiritual pressure gauge. So we'll keep that going. Special attacks non-stop with Ichigo. Never do the normal combo. Unless you are in a situation where getting behind the enemy is actually important. So let's activate the ultimate, which is going to give us an attack boost and crit damage boost. With Byakuya. We'll use the skill. And then now we get to use our Visored Mask. So let's go ahead and do that. Then use special attack. Into the counter. Into another special attack. Now I'm pretty sure at this point Gin is going to teleport here. Yeah, flash step here and do his Bankai. So I probably should have used my ultimate a little bit earlier. If you need to, definitely do that. But we're going to let it play out because we should be able to do damage here. Let's just damage now. How much damage are you going to do? It definitely could have been higher. But still good damage. Right now we're looking at 700k. We'll take it. 7 HP bars to go. Right now we're looking really good on time. Just make sure when you do use your ultimate, if you get to that point, it actually hits. Because I did a run previously when I go for 60,000 score, and I just completely wasted the ultimate. A lot of damage comes from the ultimate. Now at this point, Gin is just going to do some parries attacks. We're just going to attack in between and then parry when the timing is right. It does get a lot faster near the end. The timing on this one's a bit awkward. And there we go. 40 seconds to go. And we finish up with the parry. There we go. And that gets us over 70,000 scores. 73,000 in particular. Again, these are all the buffs I was going with. Like I already mentioned, until tomorrow, the normal buffs are all pretty much maxed. I'll definitely pick up those last two tomorrow. And then for these ones, I've just gone with those ones. If you do want to get the max score possible, you definitely want to start investing into Toshiro, Rukia, and also Momo, because these ones in particular do want you to, they force you more so if you have this one active to use Toshiro. The second one is to use Rukia, and the third one is to use Momo. So the highest score is going to consist of those three characters. So we might come back in a week's time when we get access to all the challenge coins and try and go for the best score possible. But that is going to consist of a team that you probably need to have Toshiro, because while they do let you use Toshiro, so for example, you can use these three characters as Shroud units, but they are level 50. They're not really worked on, so I don't think you are going to be able to beat Gin using this team unless you have these characters of your own also worked on. But with that said, that does get us the 70,000 score. The last bit of points, which to be fair, now lets me get an extra 2 points. So let's actually unlock these two. And now get us 77,000. So let's do another run. I was going to end the video there, but we did just get 2 more challenge coins. So we might as well go ahead and do that. Don't mind me. I'm not actually sure what those buffs were, but we had plenty of time to spare, so I'm not really worried that we are going to run out of time with those new buffs on Gin acquired. Let's try and make this one a little bit faster. Maximizing our rotation a little bit. So special attacks, we are now juggling. Going to Byakuya. Let's go back to Kisuke. We can get some parries, that'd be great. Crit damage boost applied. Let's go back to Ichigo. 5 HP. That. Oh! Gin dodging me like that? That's kind of crazy. Okay. We'll keep him on the floor, hopefully. We're juggling him. Then we'll use the Getuga. Special attack. Go back into Byakuya. We already have our ultimate ready too. That's actually really good. Personally, I don't like using Byakuya's Bankai, I'll be honest. No, that is bad. It just slows the rotation down a bit. I don't like it. So that attack is actually really cool because it's the attack that he does do to Aizen when he tries to kill him. But sometimes it is parryable. So I'm kind of waiting for a parry right now before I use my ultimate. So this is a good opportunity. Gotta spam the counter button. You have to be pretty fast at this. Back to Byakuya. Can we get our ultimate off? We should be able to. There we go. Again, always want to make sure you're ulting with Ichigo once you have that Kisuke boost active. Now we'll use the ultimate. That should break his guard. There we go. I feel like we're a bit slow on this run. We didn't get a good parry, I think. I think last stage we did get instant parries. Probably should use my counter first. Can I ult straight away? Can we just get crazy damage right now? There we go. Around the same damage, to be fair. 600k, 7 HP bars to go. Plenty of time to spare. And it is when Gin activates his Bankai. So now we have to start parrying, which is kind of fun. I like when there's actually a few boss fights that have like multiple parries. And sometimes they be delaying them. They be acting like they're Elden Ring bosses. Parry that. It looks like it's quite forgiving though. If you don't parry, he's just going to keep doing the attack until he breaks. It is close though. So if you can't do it right now because your characters maybe aren't powered up, don't worry too much. You have 2 weeks to this event. Definitely by the end of the event, you should be at this level. Well, you should be able to beat him with ease. With a slash team too. Pretty nice that we can... Oh, for the time being. Oh, the timing is all... We still got it. It's pretty cool right now though. That is slash team, even though the event is technically designed for spirit characters, still works relatively well. But again, in the end, you are going to want to use that Toshiro Momoruki team to get the max points possible when it comes to the ranking. If you just care about the score itself, again, all you need is 70k. Which again, is pretty cool that we can do this day number 1. So in this case, on my server, I'm ranked number 1. We'll take it. That's definitely not going to stay, because we're all still working up towards the 77,000 score. And like I said, when you have the same score, because there will be a situation if you can beat it with the Toshiro team, you're going to have the same score. In that case, you are going to need to clear fast. And in our case, we clear in 2 minutes, which isn't that fast. Shout out to Winter, I guess. I'm pretty sure he's probably going to beat my score, at least in clear time, because even though he got less points there, he did clear a minute faster. But either way, that's the video for today. Hope you guys did enjoy it. Let me know what score you guys have in the comments below. But if this video did help you out in terms of rushing to get that 70,000 score, feel free to like the video, show support, and see you guys next time. Take care and peace.